I think this sets up a very interesting feud going forward because Strowman, I think it's very, very smart because Braun Strowman is the most dominating act on the roster right now, short of Ronda Rousey.
Agreed.
And no one superstar was going to be able to convincingly beat him, on the main roster one-on-one.
Sure. Yeah.
And so having the Shield team up as the way to keep the strap on Roman is genius in my mind because now it turns Braun Strowman into someone who has had it easy for the last couple of months because he's just been blowing through everyone. He won Money in the Bank pretty easily. He won that Greatest Royal Rumble with, relatively few hiccups, and no one has been able to stand in his way. He's coming off of a massive squash session with Kevin Owens, and now he's running into a roadblock, and he's going to have to figure out and get creative how he's going to get through it and cash in. So I like the story because he knows now that if he just cashes in, the Shield's right behind him, and he's going to get powerbombed through yet another table.
That was a pretty awesome spot to see them put Braun through there. It's just crazy seeing a big guy that big going through a table.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is, do you think it's going to be Braun gets the next shot at the title? Is he going to cash in at Hell in a Cell? Just a one-on-one? Is it going to be Brock Lesnar getting his rematch where Paul Heyman was talking about earlier in the night?
I do not believe that Brock Lesnar is going to have his rematch because I do and truly and honestly believe that it's actually, storyline but not storyline for him to go do other things for a little bit. He might go wrestle in UFC right now while he still is technically being mentioned on WWE programming.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously am not basing this on any hard facts. This is just my feelings about what they're going to do. But yeah, I don't know who's going to be next for the Universal title. I do not believe it's going to be Braun Strowman because I think they're trying to play the long game with him in the briefcase. I think because Alexa Bliss cashed in so early, the same night or whatever, I think that they're trying to draw out this one a little bit more so we get it maybe not exactly maybe very close to Royal Rumble, but somewhere around that time frame near WrestleMania season maybe.
Yeah, I feel that. What I was thinking was Shield versus Dolph and McIntyre, and then they add one more guy. I don't know who that guy could be, but I think that's kind of something they're going to explore soon.
I'm glad you brought that up too, because my first thought when the Shield came back was thank God, because they're probably my favorite wrestling trio of all time, short of maybe the NWO, but that's irrelevant. And then my third thought my second thought was oh my God, we're about to see so many 6-man tag matches on Raw that I'm going to get sick of them, and I didn't. That thought kind of scared me.
Yeah, I still think McIntyre and Dolph are going to be the next challengers, or soon-to-be challengers. I think they're going to be one of the guys that are gunning for the Shield, and possibly the guys that take them out. I also think that this is going to be a short-lived Shield reunion. Someone's going to turn. I don't know when, but I do believe it's probably going to be Ambrose, and that'll lead to him getting a title feud.
I just feel like that's way too predictable, and WWE programming is maybe not.
Maybe not. Well, let's move on then. Let's go to Ronda. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Ronda Rousey now, because I believe that WWE creative has kind of written themselves into a corner now, because Ronda Rousey is the Raw Women's Champ, as we all know, and she just absolutely handed Alexa Bliss the ass whooping of a lifetime. She stomped a mud hole in her ass a mile long, as Stone Cold would say, and there's no one that can beat her now. And I have theories on what they're gonna do. They're a little too I don't want to say mainstream, but that's what they are. Is a lot of people are oh yeah, that's a great idea or whatever, but I just don't know, because I'm not really sure how. I don't know how it's going to work. I really don't, and I just feel like they've done something they can't write themselves out of in a way that's going to make a significant portion happy.
Yeah, they're really gonna have to build up some competition for Ronda, which they haven't really done in the division. Is it gonna be? I don't know. I don't know who it's gonna be. I mean, Ember Moon seems like the only person that's has any momentum at all, but I don't think she's even close to ready for a title chance. I hated the Stephanie promo. I hated this Ronda promo. I thought it was really bad. I hated all the girls having to come out and congratulate Ronda Rousey for whatever reason. I thought it was really dumb to have half your heels, half your good guys. Then everyone's like, oh, half your people are trying to help or congratulating Ronda because she attacked Stephanie. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not. So let me just put this disclaimer out there first. I freaking love Ronda Rousey. I loved her when she was in MMA, and what she has done is absurd because she is the reason that women's mixed martial arts even exists right now. Still, and is even a profitable business or anything like that. And in that respect, she's probably even as much to blame for this whole, women's evolution bullshit that WWE keeps talking about as, the Four Horsewomen or Trish Stratus or Lita or anyone like that. So from that respect, 100% she belongs in the spotlight where she is right now. What I don't agree with is WWE taking all these, women and trying to just shove them into the forefront in, single segments like this where, it's the Ronda Rousey, who's obviously the face, comes out and just, demolishes Stephanie the heel, who's trying to play typical heel games with her and stuff. And then they all kind of get together and they're like, oh yeah, we did it. Hoorah. I hate that shit so much. If the way to make it is write them good stories. Write them, good promos and good, matches and stuff, and script them good feuds that elevate the quality of the TV that you put them in. And that's how you show your appreciation for them, is to continue to give them the spotlight and the material that they can do the great things with that we all know that they can do. Because I don't think it's really a secret anymore. Ronda Rousey's really fucking good at wrestling.
Oh, well, you think?
On the mic and promo, she obviously needs a little bit of work, but that stuff can be taught relatively easy. She is fucking absurdly good in the ring. She has no business being that good, and it's just let her do her thing. I don't know. I really think that they kind of, and it's obviously a very over, almost to the point of cliche, how much WWE talks about, they toot their own horn for look at all of this, what we've done. And you're well, you're still not really doing a whole lot. You act like you're doing so much to it. And you show a video package every 20 seconds for Evolution, but I don't give a shit about all that. Don't tell me what you're doing to that what you've done already. Show me what you're gonna do. Build
true.
up for the matches for Evolution.
Yeah, it seems just more like a celebration of history is what I think you're trying to say.
Yeah,
they're trying to celebrate the history and not really go towards the future. What we want to see is more of, let's just progress and keep moving. Let's make some actual stuff going on.
Let's not stop and keep looking back. Let's keep moving forward and continue to do the things that have been successful and made this awesome product, which is women's wrestling, continue onward.
Yeah, I agree. I want to talk.
The only direction it can go is up, and if you keep, talking about, look how good we are for doing all of this, I'm gonna stop fucking watching, and that's the opposite of what I want to do. But if you're gonna be the narcissistic asshole who just keeps being look at how good we've been to all this, it's well, number one, no, you haven't, and number two, okay, just shut up about it and keep doing it. You don't have to rub my fucking face in it,
Sure. I want to talk about two more things that I didn't really like about the promo. Stephanie's been so wishy-washy in the last year and a half, maybe 2 years. She comes out and tries to, oh, here we go, we're making progress, we're doing Evolution, we're here, history making, all this stuff. She tries to be the face of the Triple H face, the Vince McMahon of women's wrestling. And then she comes out the next night and she tries to be the heel, the bad guy that says, oh, Ronda, I paved the way for you to be here, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, she keeps wishy-washy. Vince McMahon would never do that. Vince McMahon sticks to his one side. He's going to be an asshole. He's going to be cutting you down no matter what. He's putting the product over as it is, but he's not going to cut it from his character. The other thing is, I don't like that they brought Alexa Bliss, a 5-time champ, out, and just like a sling, and she's just looking there like a scalded dog, like she just got whooped, and now is forced to watch. I just thought it was weird. I thought it was weird with the Bellas just being there congratulating Ronda when they're supposed to be in a feud in 2 months.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that part bothers me to no end. I'm going to be dead honest with you, because like them when they were at ringside, like for Rousey's match, and she won, and like they all went in the ring with her. Like I saw some tweet, and I can't remember who it was from, but it was like, and I 100% agree with this sentiment. And I wish I could give credit to whoever tweeted it out, but it was literally someone being like, "Show me the storyline reason, not marketing, for having the Bellas go into the ring and celebrate with Ronda Rousey."
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense. Like, I know you're doing this for publicity purposes, and that's not really okay right now. Like, there's a time to promote your product, and it's not really during the middle of the match, to be honest with you. And
yeah. I don't know. They're treating her like, I don't know. They're just treating her weird. I don't know. It needs work. Let's move on.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right, and I don't like it, and I think it's going to get fixed. I hope it'll get fixed. I just don't like it for the time being. Anyway. All right, guys, that was our show. Thanks very much for listening. We are planning on starting to put out our episodes every Wednesday morning, so look for that next sometime on Wednesday mornings of every week after this. We also are going to continue to live tweet all of our shows, so Raw every Monday, SmackDown every Tuesday, and we'll probably work on starting to live tweet NXT too if we can get that set up. It won't be included in our recap episodes, but we'll live tweet it. If y'all make sure y'all like our podcast and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at TablesTLP. Make sure to comment with who you thought won our power ranking and any that we left off. Also, we will be talking about All In, too. That is this Saturday, September 1st. So make sure that
Next Saturday.
Into that. Yeah, next Saturday. I'm sorry, September 1st. I got the date right. But make sure you tune in for that, because we'll be talking about it, live tweeting during it. Definitely watching that. Mike, what else you got?
Tune in. We're going to start podcasting every Wednesday, our reviews. That'll be our weekly episode, and then we'll start just podcasting like the big shows, the big WWE pay-per-views and whatever, Impact, New Japan, and what All In's putting out. So we'll try and make that work. Like and subscribe. Hopefully 5 stars. We'll take 4. We'll understand 4. We can work with it.
I'm more of a 3 or 2 star guy, but Mike's a 5-star guy, so it averages out to about 4 stars. So if y'all leave 4 stars, we won't be mad.
I'll be upset, but just I can take it at least. I'll move forward. I think that's about it. That's all I got. Yeah, that's it. It was awesome to have you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.